today. I accidentally closed my Spotify instead of my Facebook auction that I was not really paying attention to. Had to get my little fan going. It's hot in here. I got these giant windows that this time of the day, it's like a greenhouse. What inning did they make it to, Dawn? Oh, I can probably find some complaints. What did Dawn call them? The Savannah Bananas. If you guys haven't seen the Savannah Bananas, you have to check them out on YouTube. I'd never even heard of them. Dawn went to a game today in Philly. Um, Apparently, they're like sort of like the Harlem Globetrotters for baseball, or is what I got from the little bits that I watched. But some night I'm caught up on baseball. I'm gonna have to pull one of their YouTube things up and watch one of their games. I think they got full games on there and everything. Uh, with Butterfly. I'm clueless. I don't know about such things. All right, guys, welcome in. So tonight I'm doing military stuff. Um, I'll have to make a note of this date to see if I can watch the exact game you were watching, Dawn. Uh, I don't have all that much pre-listed tonight. What I'm going to do, I think it says it in the show notes, is I am going to run the pre-listed stuff with pre-bids first. So while I'm yapping and not showing or selling anything, click on the little shop down there and scroll down through the auctions. And if there's something you want me to run, make sure it has a pre-bid. Do it, Ohio. You don't want any of this anyway. What are you making? Some kind of book? I've already forgotten what you were looking for today. I'm sundowning. It's getting close to sunset. Oh, did you get your scanner? So I am going to do the pre-listed stuff with pre-bids first. That way they're out of the way. If for some reason somebody comes in and wants me to run something that was pre-listed, I can do that. But am I yelling? I'm in a different location than I usually am. Not trying to yell, Bishy. If I whisper, can you hear me? Really? I'm in my little photo corner here with the wood walls that form a corner. Maybe the acoustics are better over here. I don't know. I'll be quiet. So I'm gonna start pulling these items that have pre-bids. And then after I'm done with that, I will do some photo drops and drops of small things, individual books, maybe some individual photos, some lots of photos, some medals, some buttons, patches, that kind of crap. Lots of stuff's not going to be pre-listed tonight. You're just going to have to hang around for an hour or so and watch. Nini poo poo. Have you ever been to my website? The website's where the good stuff is. I have low price good stuff on Whatnot. Five AI is going to be the first. So I'll pin these and run them after I show them, and you guys can look down through the auction stuff to make sure that your stuff, if there's stuff in there you want me to run. Okay, this first item, it says it's a sterling silver World War II Army distinctive unit insignia 161st Combat Photographer Signal Company. It is marked sterling, and it looks like the picture shows. Somebody messaged me and asked me where I got the information for this. Um, hey, Pam, buy something. I didn't even see it. Thank you. Somebody asked how I got that information. I Google lensed it. I don't know anything about military stuff. If you've been here before, you know that. But that's the information that Google provided me. So it is what it is. And all these auctions, I'm just going to do 10 seconds with 5-second counter bids, and that is running. I don't even know which way to hold it. Google didn't help me with that either. Showed me lots of different angles. Thank you, RC. And we'll do 5AQ next. And this says it is a Marine Good Conduct medal. It's torn. Yeah, if you guys are unlocking rewards up there, if you've never done it before, you click on the crown, and beyond that, you got to figure it out on your own because I don't know how it works. The people I buy from, I've never used my rewards, so I don't even know how it works. But you click up there and do something, you can get coupons. There's a whole bunch of coupons. So the ribbon is torn. The metal looks like it's in decent shape. And that is running. And you can. Okay, this doesn't have the pre-bids in order again. I don't know why it doesn't put them in order. So I'm going to go in the order that I see them on my laptop. Um, so we get the stack of 1940s military letters up next. If you're a seller and you didn't know, you can actually sort these the pre-bids on the laptop or on a desktop if you lug your desktop to where you're selling. So there's that many letters. A lot of them are written to Carl Wagenknecht. Wagenknecht. I don't know how it's really spelled even. Uh, but a lot of them are from Robert Schmid. Some from the 40s, 1943. I didn't open any of these. I got these all in the same place. I just buy shit and sell it. Um, I think they're all handwritten letters. Now, I say that I'm going to open this and it's going to be typed. So it's a whole lot of letters, and they're all, I think, from the same person. I'm gonna flip through them real quick. Not all of them. 40s, 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 42. That's from a different person now, but to the same person from a different person. Same to the same person from a different person, but still in the 40s. Maybe that person was pen pals with people in the military. I don't know. I have no control over what features whatnot provides Vishy. If I knew what my login was, I would just tell you my login, but I wouldn't know my password. If you held a gun to my head, I could guess that it's the same as all my other passwords, but it might not be. It just logs me in with my thumbprint. There's a real photo postcard in the bunch. Boot camp. Left friend on right is Robert Schmidt. So on right is the guy that is writing a lot of these letters. And then here's from somebody else in the 70s from a Walton. So the last few were from the 60s and 70s. Center my thumb. Those are running 10 seconds. You get the whole lot. Lots of World War II era 1940s in there. And a real photo postcard of the one guy that wrote the stuff at boot camp with his friend. Butterfly says she has worn the fingerprints off a couple of her fingers from gardening. Hey, music. Thanks for tagging Keith. When you tag Keith, make sure you tell him that we have cows. He likes cows. Thank you, Allison. That is yours. I hope you find some interesting material in there for whatever you do with them. The next one is a photo album. I think this is the only album I have this month. I did schedule next month's show for, I don't know what it was, the end of the month. If you want to bookmark it, feel free. I didn't know you guys could see who pre-bid on it. See, on my phone, I can't see who pre-bid. I can see that he's winning on the computer, but I can't see it on my phone. Having a PC version that's different from the Android version, that's different from the Apple version, sure makes this exciting. Okay. Like I said, this is the only album I have. The other ones are just individual photos. The beginning of it says Japan 1953, 1954. I'm going to flip through it relatively quickly so you can get an idea. We've got some shirtless guys, a guy with a puppy. It is a little bit loose in the binding. Okie dokie, Bishy. Some Japanese soldiers mixed in there. More guys on the beach. I just flipped through this briefly. I didn't really look at it too much. It's a wood. There's wood covers on the front and back. I think they're wood. Wood or some sort of very hard lacquer. Yes, butterflies. I don't see any identification. I don't know if there's any information on the back or not. Last I heard, she was talking about hamburgers, so I'm hoping for hamburgers. I didn't take anything out of this. That last page, I think, was missing a photo, but the way I found it. And that one's got the sign with a little ant carrying an oil drum that says Headquarters Detachment, Japan Quartermaster's Petroleum Depot, 8140 Army Unit, APO 503. Thank you, Pam, for whatever you purchased. It's like a little geisha girl or something there. That page doesn't have anything on it. How long are you off for, Ohio? Welcome in. If you just joined, I'm gonna sell this photo album. It's an entire photo album that is dated 1953 in Japan, so it's during Korea. Oh, I'm sorry, Ohio. I gotta work tomorrow too. And we're almost to the end of it. Oh, that's a pretty interesting picture. Apparently, they made a snowman and made it a snow woman with boobs and nipples. And that guy's leaning back between the snow lady's boobs. And that guy's buried in the snow, or half buried. And that might be it. Nope, that page is blank, but there's more. Baseball players. It's like it says Clippers. Black guy and a white guy. More baseball pictures. Now we might be at the end. That's it. That's all of them. So it's got this kind of lacquered cover. It's a little bit loose on the binding, but it's pretty nice condition. Nice colors. So I'm going to run it. It is running that photo album that I just showed you. Get everything that's in it. While you guys are bidding on that, I'm going to grab the next item. Thank you, Allison. Allison, you were lucky there were a few thousand there. This is very hard to see. Uh, yeah, I'm glad the snow woman and the baseball ones were in there. I don't know if the shirtless guys on the beach would have done it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's what does it say in the title? UMC Company tin. It's got an eagle on it. It's empty. It's probably primer caps. Uh, Nothing in there now. And that one's running. Army green color. Thank you, Pam. That one's yours. 7AX is the next one on my list. Butterfly likes her shirtless guys. It's almost postcard size. Let me grab a postcard here. If I can find one real quick. Of course, I can't find one now, but I want one. Anyway, it's a little bit smaller than a postcard, but it's hand embossed, and I think it says William something. William something Jr., San Francisco, California, 1935, I think is what it says. Maybe 45. I don't know. It's hard to read. But they drew their little USN and drew a little anchor on there. Got a girl die cut in the corner. That one's running. Nothing on the back. Embossed card. Thank you, Allison. And in my Wednesday show, I've got a stack of that hand embossed stuff. Uh, if you're interested in that, but it's not military related. But there's some neat designs in there. So 6BA is next. This is a military oil can of some sort. Had a couple of these listed. I think there was a Russian with two spouts. I think this is American, but I don't know. No markings that I can see at all. That one's trying. Whoop. Thank you, Pam. Next on my list is 9AG. And my list is different than it doesn't go in order. I don't know how whatnot decides how to sort this stuff. If you're interested in this jacket, click down there on the photo, blow it up, and look at those photos for a couple seconds. Because I really don't have a way to display it better than the pictures show. It's a size 38. It's got the tie stuffed into the pocket. It's got those buttons on it. Mount Fuji patch. Those bars. I don't know. It's got a couple little spots of gunk on it from being in storage. But probably around 1950s Korean era. But I'm gonna start it. No pants or anything. It's just the tie and the jacket is pictured below. And that one's running. Thank you, Blue. Not insured. And 6BH is next, and it's another oil can. This one does have some markings on it. WH. The Google machine told me it was Russian. The Google machine has been known to lie, though, so you're getting what is pictured. And that is running. Yeah, and if you've won giveaways from me in my Sunday shows, uh, the buyer giveaways that I do for coupon codes, you can use them during this show. You should be able to. Thank you, Pam. 5BM is next, and it's a production award. It's sterling and enameled. It's just the regular E. Nothing super fancy about it. That one's running. On the Army Navy Production Award, World War II era, sterling silver and enamel. Welcome in if you just joined. I'm going down through the pre-listed items and running the stuff that has pre-bids. And after that, I'll do some show and sell and some photo drops of military stuff. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Yeah, I don't know if I have any different ones this time or not. Uh, the last military show I had, I had I had some different ones. Get the zoom right on this. I don't know, RC. I'm not up on my rules and regulations of selling that sort of thing. And it is the there. Is that better? I think that's better. So you get the patches in the picture. Some of them are used, some of them are old, or some of them are older. Some of them are unused. Show them real quick, but they're all pictured down there. Oops. Oh, that's so much better. Is Rag here? She was having trouble with her camera. I was having trouble with my camera too. So much better with whatever zoom level that is. It's running. You get that file. My camera skills. Thank you, Pam. 5BF is next. And it is says it's a Dolphin Navy submarine insignia pin. Google must have told me that. But you get that pin that's pictured. And that is running. Blue Beret says Google was right. I love it when you do a Google Lens search and you see the top 5 results are like all completely different for whatever you're searching for. Thank you, Pam. Okay, 7AQ is next. This one was in my last show, and I couldn't find it. I hope whoever pre-bid on this was the one that pre-bid on it last time. I found it like way out of order when I was listing stuff. It was in the lettered envelope that it was supposed to be in, but it was like well into the B's or C's or something. I must have stuffed it in there out of order. I don't think I can blame Whatnot's algorithm or their shoddy engineering for that, but I think it says G or S Leach's Band, Junction City, Kansas. I make all sorts of mistakes, Bishy. Every day is a never ending series of mistakes. So it's not perfect, but it is an old military band. I don't know when it's from. I'm guessing 1890s, something like that. But it's a little bit bigger than a cabinet card. It's a mounted photo, boarded. Uh, it's just a little bit bigger than a standard cabinet card, and that is running. And it's got the Junction City mark down there. Thank you, Matt Baum. That was yours. 6AY. All right, I'm not going to take these out. I'll give you a sec if you want to look at these. There's buttons and looks like tie bar and some insignias, some pins. Click on that down there and blow it up. And we'll see what all is included. It's easier than showing and quicker than showing these individual items. Okay, I'm going to run it. It's running. And the same with any of these lots that are little tiny things that are pre-listed. Just click on the picture and blow it up. You can blow it up in high def and see everything that's included in it. And while that's running, I'm gonna grab the next one. Thank you, Pam. That little baggie is yours. And pretty much the same deal here. Take a look at the picture. Take a sec and look at that picture. Uh, and give me a sec. I'm going to take a quick drink. Looking at that picture, you get everything that's included in the picture. So you're not allowed to. It's 6 a.m. the passport. Let's see. You got all those. And all those, these are like new old stock ones. And those are running. Zach, I will take that into consideration, but during the middle of a live show is not the best time to say that. And I'll just not run it. But the stuff's been listed for a month. Um, I mean, I'm not debating and saying you're wrong. I'm sure you're right, but um, I don't know if you sell online, but you get all sorts of people that make all sorts of claims, and that is not something that I can just verify in the middle of a show. And but since you said that, I don't really have plausible deniability to run it because you informed me of that if it is an offense. So I mean, I would just suggest not telling people that in the future. I mean, I somewhat appreciate it, but like during a live is not the time to do that. You get a lot of scammers that say lots of things, and then Uh, they're not always true. But I'll just not run it. But I don't even see that I have a pre-bid on it. 7BL is next. Kristen is here. And this is an honorable discharge folder. There is no. Yeah, that sort of like that butterfly. I mean, the thistle thing wasn't really a question of legality, but it turned a rather expensive picture into something that was absolutely worthless at the time because the person that didn't know what they were talking about questioned it in the middle of a live stream. And yeah, U.S. Army honorable discharge binder folder. And that is running. Thank you, Beth Boom. 9AD is a mess kit. Exactly. If there's a lot of there's certain things you can sell that some things you can sell, some things you can't, some things you can own but you can't sell. It's just not something you can check during a live stream. So it's a little bit rough. It is dated 1942. And I think it's marked AGM company. Nothing inside of it. It's just got the outer pans. And that is running. And I believe that is the last thing that has pre-bids. Thank you, Bethel. So I'm gonna do random show itself stuff and some photo drops and that sort of thing. And if I'll check the pre-bids occasionally. If somebody wants something, go ahead and pre-bid on it. How many things are left on that? There's only 13 items left. Uh, but I doubt I will go past 9 o'clock. So if you want something from that list, it's in the pre-listed stuff. Uh, don't wait until 9 o'clock to bid on it. Okay. Cat box. Oh, Kristen, last month it was crazy. I don't know how many things listed. There was like 60 or 70 things listed, and I was ready to be done with the show. And all of a sudden, people started bidding on it. So I just did sudden death without even showing this stuff. Oh, Scudder, you're funny. She brightens up everybody's day. Kristen, do you have a show tomorrow to entertain us? Whoever said cat box, I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to be more specific than cat box. If that was meant for me, I don't know what you meant. Percussion cat box. Is it listed? I don't. Who keeps saying that? Uh, RC, I don't know what we sold a cat box earlier. Yeah, I don't see one in the searches, but somebody bid on 5AY. Hey Rag, I I was playing with my Zoom and I got it to function like it should, or seemingly like it should. You can hold this stuff pretty close and it focuses. Look at that. Look how clear it is on my iPhone. So it's got wear to it. This is British, Scottish, somewhere. Enamel machine gun core insignia. And that is running. And that is the last pre-bid I have. And then I'm going to do drops and stuff. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Okay. On to things that aren't listed. So these are going to be mystery items that I'm going to put up here. Fort Dix Training Center. Oh, I got to turn that on. If you can hear that, I have my notifications for eBay. Trump says they're eating the pets every time I get a bid on eBay. And if I sell something, he says they're eating the dogs. I need to enunciate better. I'm not a Trump supporter. You're a Trump supporter. I applaud your devotion and ability to maintain your devotion in light of stuff. So I don't know what year this is from. These are sort of hard, and I didn't look ahead of time. Does it even say? Sometimes they don't even say when they're from. I don't know. I'm gonna run it. It's got a split in the spine. 1964, Company E. It's running. These are all 10 seconds. Nobody on that. Alrighty, we'll do some photos. No, I'm not going to eat it. I sell those for like 65 bucks on my website. I hate them though, because you got to look through them like that and find out when they're from because they all look the same. Okay, I'm going to do little lots of photos. I'm going to show them and then I'll run it for 10 seconds. And if nobody wants them, I'll just add to it. until a lot sells. Now it's dated 1946. It's something about, oh no, those are names. So identified 1946. Oh, there he's in a studio with a few girls. Unidentified. Unidentified. I don't know where this is. Is that Normandy? It is unidentified. Thanks for the follow. And that one looks like he's smoking a pipe or something. And those guys are identified. Those are running. $5 if somebody wants them, bid. If not, I'll add a few more to it. Thank you, Allison. That pile is yours. Scudder Bear, did you actually watch that video? Remember when that was a thing? If those of you that remember such things, it was like people were recording each other's reactions to it, and it was that was the big thing. You didn't just watch it or get people to watch it, you recorded people's reactions to it and then posted them on YouTube back when YouTube was cool and had no commercials every 15 seconds. French phrase book, 1943. Restricted. Army issue. And that is running. Oh, Bishy, you saw it then. Did Mr. Bishy make you watch it, or did somebody else make you watch it? Or did you just stumble upon it? Hell, he made you. That's kind of weird. I should do a poll. How many? Okay, in the chat, if you had a spouse get you to watch Two Girls One Cup before you knew what it was, put some sort of emoji. If it was a spouse that got you to watch it. Oh, come on, there's got to be somebody. There's 20 people here. You don't know what Two Girls One Cup is? Bath Bombs hubby did. Oh, Dawn, you done. We should just change the subject. It was a big thing. Like, oh dear God, I'm perverting everyone's minds here. You probably shouldn't, but since okay, it involved two girls, nudity, one cup. What is reported as being fake fecal matter and eating from the cup. It was a huge thing. Don't Google it. It's not worth watching. At one point, it was probably what 15 years ago. There was this video that come out, and I mean, there's videos like that all over the internet, but it went viral. But the thing that went viral was people were telling their friends to watch it. They were like putting it up on their computers, and then they were filming their reactions to it. They were filming them watching it. They weren't filming the actual video. It was available online. They were filming their friends' reactions, and then they were posting it all over Facebook uh, to see what their friend's reaction was. And most people's reaction was like gagging and being like, "This is disgusting." But there were some people that did not have a gag reflex reaction to it, which were probably the most disturbing reaction videos. Uh, So those people got immortalized for a short period of time on social media as being people that weren't grossed out by the video. Yeah, don't Google it. Combination scorebook, U.S. rifles, M1903 and M1. Somebody wrote Schieffer on it. Well, I'm sorry I had to inform everybody about that, but yeah, it was a huge thing. It was like the Tide Pods thing, only with poop and nudity and grossness. But I don't think anybody died watching Two Girls, One Cup. That's running. Scorebook for the rifles. How long do you think it'll be before we can stop living in a society where we have to tell our kids don't do everything you see on TikTok or other adults? All right, this says Marine Barracks, Port Royal, South Carolina inspection. It's a real photo postcard. 1917 postmark on it. World War One postcard. I'm just gonna run that by itself. Nobody bids, I'll add another one to it. So that would have been right in the middle of World War One, right? 1917. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Language Guide to North Africa. War and Navy Departments, Washington, D.C. I don't see a date on it. I'm guessing World War II era. A little bit of staining and rust on the staples there. That one is running. Language Guide to North Africa. Thank you, Pam. And the next slide, I'm going to do a little lot of patches. Just going to throw some out there from my little stacks here. And you're going to get everything I throw down there. That one was never used, vintage, but unused. Yeah, that's not really military. Scholastic Rifle Tournament. Here, we'll put another one of these down. Hearst Citizens Rifle Team, 1948. That'll go in there. So that's the lot. You get all those patches, $5. It's running. Oops, thank you, Pam. All right, let's do we got this. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of little propaganda slip of paper. It's the way I found it. It's running. Scutter bear. Since nobody wanted that, I'm gonna stick it down in this Napco bank that I'm gonna list on my website, and somebody will get it. and be like, what the, when they find somebody finally buys it. All right. I will deny everything this year. I don't know. Don't know nothing. Empty war ration book. Dawn, you're like my little guardian angel on my shoulder, the good one. All right, I'll dig it out of there tomorrow before I take a picture of it. So what is that? 3 or 4 of them there. We'll add one more. So some of them are empty, some of them have some stuff. Yeah, those ones. And that is running. What is there was a really good podcast I listened to. Thank you, Beth Bomb, about that. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Ultra. Um, it was a very interesting podcast. If you've never listened to it, gonna turn everybody off that doesn't like her. But it was a Rachel Maddow podcast. Very well done. Uh, she wrote a book on it, on Nazi propaganda and the history of it. And if you're looking for something to listen to, I highly recommend it. It covers the history of Holocaust denial and stuff like that in the U.S. Very interesting. All right, this is next. You are going to get the belt and the clips. There's look how many clips are there. There's those kind of clips. I don't know what kind of clips these are. I get those clips, and then you got those clips. So 2 different kind of clips. You got those clips and those clips. You do not get the bullets unless you are picking these up. Uh, don't ask to get the bullets unless you are somewhere close. But there's those different kind of clips. And I think it's an M1 Garand uh, pouch and belt. 30. It's running. I assume it's what's in the belt. I didn't look. I don't know what that is, Rag. I have one of these listed on my site that has a whole series of these clips in it. I think it's like $60 or something. And somebody messaged me the other day and wanted me to drive halfway to State College so they could have the bullets. And I said no. Thank you, Bath Bomb. You're listening to a podcast about reality TV. A little bit warpy. World War I era. It's got some writing on it. Gonna do a small postcard lot here. Here's a real photo of the Phoenix. It's a newer one. Maybe I will do a postcard lot. There we go. That's not military. That's not military. Another World War I era one. Can't read the date on it. And there's one, the statue of Captain Parker, Lexington, Massachusetts. Did you hear what they did about the all those Confederate bases that they changed the names of there a few years ago? They changed them back, that Congress passed a law that you couldn't have them named after Confederates. So they had to find people in the military that had the same last names, and they just named them after these random people that are nobodies that you don't know about just because they have the same last names as these Confederate soldiers. Ohio. Just ruined Scudder Bear's night. All right, there you go. So there's some World War I real photos in there. That one's creased badly. That's a pretty card. It's just it looks like somebody folded it and kept it in their pocket for some reason. Get the whole lot. It's running. Thank you, Allison. All right, for you guys that are resellers, here's I'm gonna do a little lot of well, it's gonna be I'm gonna have a whole pile of these. These are old stock those pins. Says security police basic. It's like they're dated 1981, but they're all old stock. You can get that many of them. And I'll just run that, see if anybody wants those for $5. You get that whole handful. And thank you, Bath Bomb. Those are all yours. All right. Small little lot of snapshots. I sent I sent a little birdie some photos, and the little birdie sent me some military photos. Um, and I've got them off to the side here. And at the end of the show, if you stick around, I'm shooting for 9 o'clock, give or take, uh, for this show. I will do a giveaway and give away a considerable mystery stack that came from the little birdie. Uh, but you got to stick around. It'll be right at the end. I don't have one. I don't have the giveaway in there. I'll have to put it in. Uh, and got that one. He is a nice little birdie. And Matt is running. You get that whole stack there. They're all mostly snapshots. Thank you, Ohio. All right, this next lot is going to be a lot of buttons. Give me 1 sec to grab a little tray here. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to sell all these. We'll just do them all at once. There's a ton of them. There's no way to show them all. They all look military to me, but I'm not real knowledgeable. There's one with the Liberty Bell on it. It's a bicentennial one. Um, I'm going to pull one of those little bicentennial ones out in case Dawn needs one for her collection. But there's several of them in there. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't know if they're all military or not. I'm going to run it, and you're going to get all those. Hundreds of them. Hopefully, you find something neat in there. It's running. Get the whole tray full of them. There's a dead fly. You don't get the fly now. Thank you, VP. That is yours. VP, you have now have access to some sort of coupons up there at the little crown. Kristen. On one of my requests, I think Dawn sent the request of the picture of my shelf. There was a dead fly on one of the shelves. So this is some sort of army, I don't know, we'll say World War II, Korea, Vietnam, I don't know. Some sort of looks like an army sewing kit. That's right. I don't live on a farm, but I live between two farms. And we have chickens. I just leave my doors with the windows open half the time. Thank you, Rag. That was yours. All right, I'm going to do a lot of stuff. You're going to get patches. Um, you just have to watch what I throw down. You're going to get all the stuff I throw down. Yes, our chickens are adorable. There's another one of those junior Ravel team patches. It's not really military. One of those patches. New old stock US issue belt buckle. And another one. And you get one of those. A field trip to the chickens. We will do that someday. And then here's an armband, but I don't think it's an armband. I think someone just cut it out of a. Oh, it is an armband. The hair is free. It's not mine, but you get that armband and all those patches. I just can I respond the Fujitsu patch? That one. So that is running. That probably came. This one probably came from the same place that the jacket came from. That it had it on the sleeve of. Thank you, Katie. That pile is yours. 1943 World War II era carpentry manual. That is running. Rag, you can shamelessly ask for whatever you want. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Yeah, and I always say this, but I forget to say it half the time. If you guys are sellers or YouTube stars or whatever, and you want to promote your online presence, feel free to do so. Kristen Swain is a tuber. He's a big tuber. Bishy's a tuber. Rag and Ribbon is an aspiring TikToker. I do not vouch for anyone though. I do follow the people that ask me to and that I know are on there on different places, but I don't always know what their content is because I can't watch everything. We don't need a guinea pig. Big is relative, Kristen, and you are absolutely huge compared to me. So World War One. This is going to be a mixed lot. There's some ration books that have just showed World War One soldier, real photo that come out of a scrapbook. He's man spreading all by himself. No, Butterfly, I do not. And we're going to go with two more ration booklets to that lot with some stamps in there. Katie's addicted to paper. Well, Katie or anybody else, if feel free to give your username and where you're at. If I miss stuff in the chat, I miss stuff in the chat. But yeah, always feel free to advertise whatever you want. And I'm going to add this book to it. It's rough, but it's sort of neat. Real patriotism. Samuel Francis Woolard. It's got advertising plate in the front. See, it's a bit rough, but I think it's World War One era. There was only 10,000 of them printed, and that was in 1916. It's got prints in there. It's got the rough edges on the pages. And I'm sure if this was in mint condition, this would be an awesome book, but still pretty neat. And that is running. Get that whole stack of stuff. Yeah, Katie, I give Katie Smith George a follow on those other platforms. Um, and Katie and anybody else, if you guys message me on Facebook and ask me to follow you, I will. I don't always remember to look afterwards. Bath Bomb, congratulations. You unlocked hoarder status. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, here's something in an envelope. A Ziploc baggie. Oh, it's a pink piece of paper. Dinner time in camp. Looks like a reproduction postcard from the Civil War. That's going in. We're going to have another little paper lot here. John Anthony Martin Selective Service Certificate card from 1966. And we're going to throw in an Erie Dispatch Herald from the 1942 Air Raid Instructional Manual. The Erie Dispatch Herald was a newspaper. And this is 12 pages long on newsprint. Then I'll go in. Since that's big, I'm going to add some big things to it. There's a Navy, looks like a press photo with a jet taken off of a carrier in Guantanamo Bay. That's right. Well, I did not have to do those when I was in school. I did have to do tornado drills that you had to do the same thing for. That's a big negative. Looks World War One ish, maybe before, maybe French and Indian. I don't know. It is what it is. It's big. It goes in. Ooh. Does it say? It's hard to read. Saratoga, CVA 60. During the carrier qualification operations near Guantanamo Bay, a U.S. official photo. 5x7 of that chappie, who is identified, dated 1945. That goes in. And we're going to throw in another big 8x10. And that one is unidentified. See, that pile is running. Everything I just showed you right there. Thank you, Cerebral. That is yours. You got that belt buckle on that belt that looks like it's big enough to go around my thigh. That one's running. The old belt buckle with the belt. It is steel with a brass finish. Thank you, Blue. All right, here's a hat. This is George Christian Incorporated, Fort Lauderdale. It looks navy-ish. It's got a split in it. It's got little holes in it. It's got some hair on it. Unwashed and unlaundered. It is what it is. Oh, look, a patch fell out of it. You get a patch too. Don't know anything about it. It's running. Nobody wants the hat. Somebody's going to get the hat. I'm just going to keep adding stuff to it until somebody has to have the hat. I'm going to add to it. That looks like it was never used. It was probably in plastic at one point. So you're going to get some patches, whatever that is. And if you've never been to my shows before, this is pretty much the format. I have, since I've been on Whatnot, I've made no attempt to really learn much of anything about military stuff. Oh, Butterfly, I am adorable. Your husband said it's his army. It's like an ammo pouch or something. There's all that. And there's some patches. And somebody named Gates' belt from Korea. Whole pile. That is running 10 seconds. I'll add some photos to it too while it's running. Make it real fun to package. Thank you, Cerebral. Wait, you guys keep talking about Summerween being craft. I wasn't aware that this was supposed to be crafts. I thought it was Halloween shit. I think I signed up for the wrong train. I was under the impression I was supposed to be selling Halloween stuff on October 2nd or August 2nd. I didn't know there was supposed to be crafting involved. So, civil defense card, picture of a tank. This is going to be another lot. Military dude. Military dudes. USS Buck reunion card of some sort in a sleeve. I don't know. USS North Carolina is one of those old decals, like souvenir. I can make a Lucy quarter. I could do that. Chemical warfare pocket reference card. Jeep in the snow. And then I don't know. These are novelty souvenir postcards. They need to go with this lot. Shit, that photo is coming out of there. There. Now it's just a photo. And we're going to add Air Transport Command, North Atlantic Division. I don't know. You get that? And we're going to put that in there. Etiquette of the Stars and Stripes National Americanization Committee of the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Americanization Committee. Error in printing. That's interesting. In displaying bunting, the blue should not or should be uppermost. That is blue, white, and red. So they added that little bit to it because they printed the wrong thing in their propaganda folder. So you get that pile. It is running. Is anybody interested in yard long photos that are not framed? Thank you, Allison. Anyway, depends on what of. I don't know what they are. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show a bunch of them. It'll probably take 5 minutes or so. Uh, as I show them, if you want me to run it separately, put an R or run or something in the chat. If you don't, nobody wants it separate, I will I'm just going to stack them in a pile and you're going to get a pile of them. Because I don't know what these are. There's a number of them. And this disclaimer goes for all of them. They've been rolled up by somebody other than me. They may have creases, they may have rips and tears. They may be identified, they may not be identified, they may have stains. They may not all be 1 yard long, but they are long, and we just call them yard longs. I'm not measuring them. No identification whatsoever on that that I can see. I'm sure if you guys know what you're doing, you could use a magnifying glass and figure out what they're from. I'm sure they have flies and hair. Not flies. The flies will fall off. This isn't anything to do with military. Third annual River Party, Erie County Clerk's Office. That is a photocopy. So it's going in that file. Oh, this one, whoops, this one is identified. It says it's the 164th Station Hospital Lieutenant Colonel Batterson or something, commanding 1943. It's got some tearing on it. Sailing by, thank you for the raid. What were you selling, Sailing? Did you have like a really long show? I was in your show earlier. It seemed like a long, long time ago. Or did you have multiple shows? This is Aberdeen Training Grounds. Promotional propaganda yard long. I am perfectly fine with just running these all as one big lot if you guys are wanting to do that. Oh, we got sassy World War One guys. Thanks for the raid, Sailing by. I think it's raiding left. This year funny. That guy's like, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking over there. So this looks like World War One. I don't. Oh, there is some identification down here. Officers and non-commissioned officers instruction camp. Copyright 1918. Seagert. I don't know what that says. New Jersey. Run that one. Okay, I will. I'll just run it by itself. This one I just showed, the New Jersey one, is running. Thanks for the bid, Dawn. Thanks, Dawn. The other ones are just going to stay back there, and I'm going to continue showing them. And if somebody wants one separately, just do what Dawn did and say run that one. Dawn's a hoarder. Congratulations. There's some military guy. Looks like he's in a factory doing something. Company 71, United States Naval Training Center, Newport, Rhode Island, 1950. That's not a yard long, but it is a long one. There's another one. Quarter Battery 501, Royal RFA Battalion 14th AD 1943, Camp Chaffee, Arkansas. Newport, Rhode Island again. This one's from 1951. We're almost done with these. I think. At least the ones I've got in my pile here. Company A, Ninth Battalion, 1944. Is this the one you want me to run, Stephen? One I just showed? Okay. All right, we're going to run this. Somebody rated. Who rated? I'm going to run it with this hand. It's running. Company A, Ninth Battalion, Fort Belvoir, Virginia, 1944. Thanks for the raid, Choppin, HTX. Don't think I'm familiar with your shows, Choppin. What were you selling? Thank you, Stephen. That one is yours. Actually, that is all the ones. It's all the yard longs that I have pulled out. So that's going to be the lot. Um, everything that I showed, that other than those two that were requested to be run, all those, the rest of them that I showed are right there, and it's all going to be one lot. It's running. So cute. A whole bunch of them, and you're going to get them all rolled up. I'm going to start putting them in a bag while it's running. And welcome in. If you just joined me, I'm doing military ephemera tonight. Mostly there's some other military stuff. I'm on to the show and sell portion. If there's something you want me to run from the pre-listed stuff, just let me know. We ran the pre-bids earlier. And I'm just showing and selling things. Thank you, Allison. That pile of yard longs is yours. Give me 1 second to swap out a box. Whoops. Thanks, Fishy. Okay, this is going to be a lot of sort of equipment stuff, I guess. Got old belt. $1943, it looks like it says. Another old belt. Another old belt. Look at all the belts. I hope somebody wants some belts. Got those belts. And plastic canteen. It looks like it's dated 1960 something on the bottom of it. That goes in there. And then we got several of those things that I don't know what are. And we got this pile of patches, and there's some pins in there. All that. And we'll throw a few more patches in. Thanks for the follow. So the whole lot, it's running. You get that whole pile: belts, canteens, buttons, pins, patches. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Oh, those are yours. And the next lot, I'm going to do a chunky lot of books. Um, Books and booklets. 1944 Winter Carnival invitation or menu or something. Nautical charts and symbols and abbreviations. 1957. Something to do with Navy. Ralliers continue despite VC terrorism. Tropic lightning news. Massive camp found. Um, Actually, there was a whole bunch of these here. Um, I'm gonna run these, everything I showed, plus these. If you want more in it and nobody bids, I'll add more to it. But there's looks like there's a whole bunch of these, and these might be something somebody wants. Tropic lightning news, like some sort of newspaper. There's a whole bunch of them. Looks like they're from the '60s. So see how many are there? To get that pile, nobody bids, I'll add to it. Not sure what tropic lightning news is. Thank you, Bath Bombs. Okay, so go back to doing another big lot. Unless I find something that I think needs to be sold by itself. It's one of those things. I don't know what you call that. Needle point or something. Civilian Defense Protective Concealment 1942 book. Uh, this is from where that menu is from. Manlius School, 1969. There's assorted ephemera from that school about cadets, different things. It's an alma mater. It's a couple of different things. Oh, you guys that like wormholes, check those wormholes out. Those are like award winning. That's impressive. Look at that. General information on practical shipboard administration. 1945 on that book. And here's more stuff from that school. Well, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Manlius. That's some sort of yearbook or something. I don't know what's going in. Naval Ammunition Depot News. There's a VFW Foreign Service magazine from 1923. VFW magazine. Windmill. I think that's from that school too. I'm not allowed to sell passports. Is that where I'm allowed to sell passports? Applied cooking. Food service courses, 1959. Quartermaster School, U.S. Army. Handbook for cutting beef, U.S. Army. Pictures of dead cows. And we're going to add, I don't want to get well. Sheet music. Interesting graphics. Stars and Stripes Forever March, John Philip Sousa. New York State Civil War Army Relief Bazaar. 1963 must be a reunion or something. Military Training Center, Reserve Training Corps. I don't know, some sort of certificate in an envelope. War Department, Manhattan District, Corps of Engineers, some sort of certificate. There's a patch, something from the War Department. Keith must be very tolerant. Paul's Techniques, Department of the Army, 1951 manual. Look at that big stack. Huge stack. All right. I'm gonna add one more. This is North South Trader, 1978. The magazine for Civil War historians. Looks like there's water damage to it. Civil War stuff. It's huge. Get the whole pile. Everything I just showed. Field manuals, some certificates, some stuff from that school. Thank you, Bath Bomb. And the next lot is going to be similar type of stuff with some publications, some books. New needlepoint. That's the next lot there. Yeah, Waves of the Army. 1943. It says sheet music. Pretty nice cover. It's in plastic. Somebody stuck it in a bag. Get that. Impact of the Civil War on Indiana, written in 1962, some sort of booklet and report. Your Personal Affairs, Department of the Army, uh, 1957, Salute the Flag. Oh, this is it's an old composition notebook. The laws of teaching. Teaching has its laws just as fixed as are the laws of the planets. If I followed these laws, if followed, these laws will bring about positive results. So a lot of it's empty. Most of it's empty. It's an old composition book with a really cool cover with a some sort of battleship on the front. Back the Attack Army Show, Washington, D.C., 1943. Seamanship, Bureau of Navy Personnel, restricted, 1953. So that was Korean War era. And I'm going to throw in these North-South traders. There's one from 81, 79. Military Images Magazine. These look like they had some water damage at one time. 1968 Military Collector and Historian, 69. Another North-South trader. Military Images Magazine from 1983. It's running. You get the whole pile. And I'm going to do one more pile after that of some bigger books. Get everything I just showed there. Think Bad Fun. Pile is yours. Hey, Charity. You got 1936 Munitions Industry. Big, thick manual. Another big, thick munitions. This is a hearings manual, 1937. Naval Officer's Guide. If somebody wants one of these by themselves, say so, and I can run it for $5 by itself. I'm kind of clearing out some of my stuff so I can have room for more next month. 1943 is this one. Navy Army Manual, Officer's Manual. This is U.S. Army Regulations, 1913 to 1917. This is a little bit rough. World War One era. And pretty much all the books that I have pulled out here. So you're going to get those 4 books: the manuals and officers' books. Thank you, bath bomb. Alrighty, it's 9 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a few lots of just little photo drop lots, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway and give away a big chunky lot of photos that I have not looked at. The ones I mentioned earlier that the little birdie sent me, I'm gonna give some of them away. He was nice enough to send me some military photos. He must have seen me struggling to go through snapshots the one day looking for military photos. Which, if you're not following me, give me a follow. And sometime this month, I'll have some more of those shows, probably where I dig through snapshots and sell lots, but I pull out the ones that are military related for this show or for my military shows. So I'm going to change the time. Uh, how long do we want to do drops for? 2 minutes, Bishy says. Anybody else have opinions? 10 seconds sudden death. Okay, we'll try that, Ohio, and see what happens, just out of curiosity. I don't think I can get many pictures laid down in 10 seconds. I'll have to stand back up. I sat down, get all comfortable. We'll try what Ohio says here. Product actions. 10 seconds. We'll make the starting price $1. I don't know how to put sudden. You can't put. Oh, there we go. Sudden death. 10 seconds. Sudden death. Get what I can show in 10 seconds. Thank you, Beth. All right. If we're gonna do this, I'll lay a few down first. That's you can't even see them. I don't want you guys just going crazy just to go crazy. Just to try to bid each other up and then get stuck with shit you don't want. Ooh, military train, airplane hangar of some sort. I think these all should be military photos. They're in my military photo pile. All right, I'm gonna start it and throw more down while it's running. It's running. 10 seconds, sudden death. Oh, this is hard. Um, so difficult. There's a few. It's not doing sudden death. Why isn't it doing sudden death? Thank you, Bath Bomb. Taking a bath. What? Oh, Butterfly says she gave up on listening to my crap. She's buying yarn, and apparently Amy's getting a bath. Yeah, we're not supposed to swear around her. All right, we'll do the same thing. Uh, I don't know why it didn't do sudden death. All military related photos. A lot of equipment photos here. Some sort of bulldozer cranes or something. Graders or something. I don't know how to block sudden death. I think I have to click back in. There, sudden death is on. It's running. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Need something to moisten my fingers. I said moisten. 15 people just cringed. Just make your custom bid $50. And I think those are like little trailers with spotlights on them. I think those look like spotlights. Yeah, I won't complain. And if somebody's putting their custom bid at 50, somebody else better put it at 51 so they make sure they get it. Welcome in. If you just joined, I'm doing some military photo drops. And if you stick around for another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to give away a big, chunky lot of mystery military photos at the end. Yeah, custom bidding is it's pretty hard when you only got 10 seconds. All right. We're going to start this, and I'm going to add to it with what I can in 10 seconds. 10 seconds isn't very long. So here we go. It's running. Everything I showed plus whatever else I drop down. Sudden death. Time runs out. That's it. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Bath Bomb, have you been having any shows? See if I can look. No show scheduled. Yeah, Ohio, but that's a whole different crowd. They're used to that shit. You're starting shows next week. What are you going to be selling? You're going to be selling military stuff with a better attitude and a better personality, probably. Disney. Bitchy's having a Disney train. I don't know if all of her slots are filled or if you signed up, but oh, one spot left, Bath Bomb. You want to sign up for Bishy's well, there, go to the suburbanbish.com or something. You can grab the last spot. I'm in it. Rag and Ribbon's in it. I think Cats Dance Mom's in it. It's all Disney, all day long. Sometime in October. These are some older ones here. Look like World War One. Well, these are neat ones. Not identified. I don't know what's going on there. Some sort of boat airplane or something. Huh. Let's see what Google says that thing is called. It says it's frog hunting. Google doesn't know. Some sort of propeller powered boat. All right, I'm gonna start it. There's surely a few dollars worth of photos there. Some neat World War One stuff. And then I'll add to it what I can while it runs. 10 seconds, sudden death. All the ones I just showed, plus whatever else I lay down. Thank you, Ohio. Bad Bone, were you having treatments yourself? Some more World War One looking stuff. I didn't realize that. Well, I hope you're feeling. I assume they were treatments to treat something. Hope you are feeling better and all that. I'm sorry, did not know that. I did. I knew I hadn't seen you. I there for a while. I'd seen you on quite a bit. Um, you were doing those. What do you call those? That format you were selling in, like those. I forget what you called it. Where you sold the like $1 items or something, and then did the giveaways. I thought about doing that with photos, like sell just kind of random photos for $1 and then have a real good like $100 photo as the prize or something. Well, bath bomb apparently is going to be back to selling. So if you're into lounge flies, give her a follow. And everybody send little prayers to each other. Lots of. My aunt just had surgery not too long ago for that. All right, I'm going to start it. We're going to do 10-second sudden death as requested by Ohio nurse who has perfected the sniping on this. So you can get that whole pile. I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. It's running. Get that whole pile of everything I just showed. Thank you, Allison. You're a hoarder. All right. I don't know if I care for this whole reward system they have. I think that could be done a lot better. I wish there was a way to give people discounts based like just based on what they spend or something. Thanks for the follow, Lindsay. I will be having another military show. I scheduled one for I don't know the end of August. I usually have one a month, uh, and it usually turns into something like this where I give excessive piles of stuff in the drops. I do have good coupons, and you know what's funny, Allison? A lot of people don't use them, which I think a lot of people are just being nice, not using them. Some of my regulars, they know they could use them and they don't. Uh, no, you're not nice, but you're nice enough to buy a bunch of shit, so that's cool. But it's funny. I'll have a show, and sometimes I have a show that's several hours long, and I'll look, and the total coupon spend is like $3. And that's probably you. Rag, did you ever advertise whatever? Oh, you wanted people to follow you on TikTok. It encourages you to buy more. That was my rationale behind having really good coupons. I don't know if it works or not. All right, we're doing 10-second sudden death. This isn't a big pile this time, so maybe we can get some other people in there. It's running or not. I don't care. Beat each other up and fight over them. Thank you, Bath Bomb. Well, I am down to one envelope. It's all the more I dragged out of here. What do we got? 35 things. What? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one last lot of photos, and I'm gonna make it a big lot, and we'll change it to like we'll change the time. But before I do that, I am going to put in a giveaway for everybody, and it's going to be for a big chunky lot of photos. Like I said earlier, uh, little birdie sent me a whole bunch of photos uh, that I could sell during the show. I sent him some other photos that weren't military. I think he felt bad for me having to sort through stuff. So I'm gonna do a giveaway for a big chunky lot. It's gonna be a mystery lot. I didn't look through them. They're all military, um, from what I did look at, and I think he told me they were all military. But they're all black and white snapshots. It'll be a it'll be a lot that if you sat through some other seller on here that was like this, and then get you to bid $5 on it and take 5 minutes to show it. Decent photos, military photos. It'll be a nice prize. But give me a second to put that giveaway in. And everybody can go to TikTok and follow Rag and Ribbon while I'm doing that. And if you're a seller, share your shows and tell everybody where they can see you on social media. And this is the only giveaway I'm doing, so if you want to win the giveaway, tag all your friends that you know, your spouses, and have them come in and try to win to help your chances. Yeah, get Mr. Bishy in here, get Weeders in here. Wicked Sherry, stick around for the giveaway. I got your package, Wicked Cherry. That was an enormous box for an 11-ounce item. I hope you didn't have to use up one of your shipping adjustments on that or have to pay for that. But it arrived safely in that giant box. Okay, I'm gonna start the freebie. All right, the freebie is running. So this is this is compliments of Pete. He was nice enough to send me this pile of photos. You're gonna get a big chunk of photos, and it's gonna be a mystery. Uh, but I'm gonna do one more lot. Uh, I'm gonna sell one more lot while this is running, and I'm gonna show them as the time runs down. And when it gets to about the end of the giveaway, I'm gonna run it for like 20 seconds, sudden death. So if you want custom bids, you'll have time to put them in. Try to move through them, have a nice big lot of photos. So if you're into photos or if you're a reseller, pay attention. You can take a couple hours and piece these out. Or maybe they're all the same three photos of this guy and this woman are by that brick wall. There's a whole bunch of those. Holy hell. I hope there's more than just those two people pictures. And if you've never been to my shows before, all these photos, I don't specialize in military, obviously. I just every time I get military photos, they go in a military photos box for these shows. I do have a small military category on my website before times.shop. But most of the stuff I get that's military, I just throw up here on whatnot and let it run. Neat photo outside of luncheon up there. Oop. And we're back to some more of that couple outside that brick wall. Hmm. Got a minute and 40 seconds left in the giveaway. Cute girl dressed up in a Navy outfit. Dawn and Ridge, that's an early one. That's not military, really. It says Shingle House Fire Department. World War One era ones. Okay, I'm going to start at 30 seconds sudden death, and it's going to pull in 45 seconds. The giveaway is going to pull. So this is sudden death. You get everything I've just thrown down there, plus whatever I throw down in the next 18 seconds. The hospital one, sudden death. It's not going to keep going, so put your bid in. Thank you, Bath Bomb. And giveaway, you got 3 seconds. I'll throw some more in there for you, Bath Bomb. Thank you. And Mr. Bishy wins. Everybody's saying that's rigged now. All right, you want me to do one more? You want me to do one more? It's up to you guys. If you want me to, I'll do one more and do the same thing. Cerebral says, yeah. Okay, one more and then I am done though. Let me put another giveaway in. Mr. Bishy, you're getting some photos. Okay, Bishy, that sounds good because you'll. I got some other stuff I'll send you with your freebie there. So same deal. It'll be big chunky lot of all military photos. Welcome in, Bookus Jen. We're gonna do one more lot and one more giveaway, and then I'm gonna call it a night. And I'll be back next month with more military stuff, and I'll be back Wednesday with my ephemeral request show. I've been doing previews on Friday nights of my Sunday antique smalls and my Wednesday ephemera shows and taking requests. I will start panning around shelves and stuff and doing that sort of crap where you shop the shelves and make requests like that live in the fall. Summer's very slow on here compared to the rest of the year, so I'm just doing requests right now. So if you check my Facebook page, you can see the preview videos and see if there's anything you want me to run and snag this stuff while there's not quite as many people. All right, that is running for the giveaway. Get in that. And I'm going to do one more lot of photos. And I may not let it run the whole time. And then we'll find somebody to raid out to. Not sure who's on tonight. Okay, so you're going to get everything. This isn't the giveaway. This is for the last auction of the night. 8 by 10 that dude. 8 by 10 of that dude. 5 by 7 of that dude and that chick. Matt Rock's on. We'll go to Matt Rock after this one last lot and a giveaway. What's Matt Rock selling? Photos or this was in a frame. This is that's daddy. One of them's daddy. But it's nicely tinted. Matt Rock's selling trade cards. What I worry about myself. You know, Ohio, nobody I offered to let people just verbally abuse me this morning, and nobody did, except that one person that called me buddy and told me I was supposed to be kind. It was just a follower rag. It wasn't actually Jesus. That dude in the patriotic frame, and that's dated 1944 and is not really identified. I think it says Francis. Hey, you know, when I decided I would be kind, and I canceled that, and I was gonna block her, and as soon as you cancel it now, they disappear. They're gone. Like the order, you cannot find it. This is a postcard. It's going into. Uh, there was like no way to possibly find that person. I don't think so. It was like Courtney something. I was looking right at it. It disappeared, so I did a search for it. Couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah, well, I know I didn't forget. I was looking right at it. I'd forget now. Minute and a half left on the giveaway. Welcome in. This is the last lot of the night. Big, chunky lot of military snapshots. And the giveaway is for another big lot of military snapshots that are going to be a mystery. Rain, if I know there's people that are into that, I am not. Uh, Almost all the stuff I buy, I every once in a while I do buy some stuff from storage units, but most of the stuff is stuff that the families have abandoned or just sold and did not want. But I know there's people that are into finding them, and some of them are identified, some of them aren't. That has the same last name as me. That's weird. And the winner is Allison. You win. Congratulations. Okay, you're getting a mystery lot. You don't get this crap. We're gonna run this. You're gonna get these two. I'm gonna show these two. They're gonna go in there, and I'm gonna run it sudden death. And then we're gonna raid out to Matt Rock. He is selling trade cards. I just bought thousands of trade cards the other day. So I will be posting some to my website, posting some to the buy now here on Whatnot, probably putting some in some auctions. I don't think I'm gonna have any trade card shows during the summer. Um, or trade cards specific anyway, but I'll have a bunch of trade cards. Some of them are very nice condition. It's not great shit, Ohio. I had to buy it. This is what I do for a living. It's like wiping people's butts for you. This is my this is my catheterization of a patient. Just because I mean there are people that like to be catheterized or to catheterize people, but you have to do it because that's your job. People like trade cards and photos. I have to do this because it's my job. Huh. Okay, so that's a lot. Rain Nick Spoon jewelry. Uh, do you sell it on here? Not yet. Well, if you sell it somewhere online, feel free to plug yourself. Plug yourself. That doesn't sound good. Um, okay, I'm gonna run it. I think it's 30 seconds, sudden death. You get that whole pile. Yes, 30 seconds, sudden death on that whole pile that I just took 5 minutes to show or whatever. That's the last lot of the night. I thank you all for coming. After this is over, after this ends, we're gonna raid out to Matt Rock. It's sudden death, so get your bid in if you want to bid because it will end Thank you, Allison. That lot is yours. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry, Katie. I've got lots more crap to sell at other times, and I'll be back next month with more military stuff. If you haven't bookmarked that, bookmark that. I usually try to do one military show a month. Uh, as much stuff as I move through and throw down there like that, I can only do about one a month with that much stuff. So thank you guys. Let's go see Matt Rock, 78, selling trade cards. Thank you, Sarah Bull. Thank you, Bishy, Ohio, Allison, Chip and Sissy, all you guys, Katie, Pam, if you're still here. Thank you all. Have a good night, guys. Thank you, Rain.